You think it's bad in America? I know you think it's bad in America because it is bad in America. But man, it's so much worse over here because we're so much poorer over here. You don't understand. Britain is basically a third world country at this point. And what do? We squeeze our people and we send this money overseas. Right? So big thank you to Charlotte Jill and her Doge UK Woke Waste account. She's doing brilliant work, and honestly, it's just it's exactly what you expect, you know. Taxpayers funded this performance art about whiteness and all this sort of stuff, but for some reason, this isn't the stuff that really bothers me. I think it's the scale, right? This stuff is obviously insufferable. I mean, there's loads. I'm going to go into different bit in a minute, but this sort of stuff is insufferable, right? 61 million to fighting climate change. Yeah, well, that came from Hackney Council, right? I assume that's not my personal tax money. So, insufferable, but okay, if the hard-working people of Hackney feel that they want to elect people who are going to piss away tens of millions of pounds on fighting climate change, okay, well, whatever, that's their choice, right? This is the one that really annoys me. The procurement files. Again, I don't know who runs this. I think they work in close contact with Charlotte, but either way, these people are doing the Lord's work. And honestly, if when Prevent finally comes to me and is like, what radicalized you? I'm going to be like, government spending. I'm not even joking. This is, I went to bed angry last night. I went to bed really angry last night because I discovered this Twitter account yesterday and I was just scrolling through it. And I just hate the way this country is run. We don't have to be poor, right? We don't have to be poor. Being poor is a choice, and I'll show you how we got to this point, right? So you've got just stuff like this. I'm going to try and maintain my calm, right? I'm going to try, but as someone who's just literally paid a lot of tax, I don't even earn that much, I just hate this so much. Like, again, there's no person on earth that I think I could actually say I genuinely hate, but bureaucracies, well, they're not people, are they? A bureaucracy is a system. I think I do hate bureaucracies more than anything. The UK taxpayer paid £500 million to buy 15 electric Porsches for the British Embassy in Tirana to be donated to Albanian prisons. I honestly just, and this is just the first thing we've encountered, and this is the thing that made me just fume. £500,000, £500 million. Yeah, no, £500,000. I'm reading that right. Is a lot of money, right? It's a lot of money to just piss away. I mean, that's a brand new 4-bedroom house in most areas of Britain. That's a huge amount of money, of someone else's money, that you just end up pissing away. I don't want to have to invoke Thatcher here, but the problem with socialism is eventually you run out of other people's money. Well, yeah, look how impoverished our country is. Just part of a drive to net zero, so entirely ideological. The required vehicles should be delivered at once. How about we abolish the concept of government spending, right? Governments don't get to spend. They don't get to spend, right? What they do is they legislate and enforce laws, right? That's all they're able to do. This is the new constitutional settlement. Everyone who works in the government will have to pay to work in the government. How about that? Again, this is radicalizing me against the government, right? Just how dare you? How dare you waste my goddamn money like this? How fucking dare you? The UK taxpayer spent over £133,000. Again, the average person watching this, right? That's double your annual wage. Right? That's more than double probably, to monitor the Afghanistan Taliban's narcotics ban. Okay, hang on a second. Give me half of that and I'll monitor it for you. Right? And so they pick up the phone. Hello, have the Taliban still banned narcotics? Yes. Yes, they have. Yep, still banned. For some reason, the Americans didn't ban it, but we've banned it. They've banned it. I have no connection to the Taliban. They've banned it. Yeah, done. I'd save us money. I'd be saving us money. And I'd be completely correct. So obviously the Taliban aren't going to bring back narcotics. Unbelievable. Again, £130,000. Of course, there was the 1.5 billion we spent on the Bibi Stockholm and just keeping a bunch of foreign grifters who've managed to break into the country nice and comfortable on a barge floating offshore. Why are they here? Sail it back to France. God damn it. It just... Obviously, there's more. UK offers the taxpayer will pay over £1 billion from 2019 to 2029 on a contract for asylum and accommodation and services in the Northwest. Awarded to Serco. Of course it's awarded to Serco. Just... So we're paying to keep foreign men in hotels through private companies. For what reason? For what reason? Just because, bro. For human rights, bro. I'm so angry. Like, I realize I'm coming across as flippant, but like, if I don't do that, I'm just going to start actually yelling and just holding my head and screaming at the floor and just, like, the UK taxpayer will spend £25 million to support green urban growth in Somalia. Just... Why is any of my money going to Somalia? Right? You freaks, you ideological freaks. Oh, well, this will save the planet, bro. Do you think you're going to get what you were paying for with that money? Right? For the starters, right? Do we trust whatever the Somali government looks like to not just shovel that money into their own pockets? Like, are you so naive that you think the Somalian government's going to be like, yeah, bro, we spent all 25, every penny on green urban growth in Mogadishu or something like that? Are you so stupid? Or is this a big slush and there are probably Somalis working in these government institutions who are just like, yeah, bro, trust me, they're going to send you 25 million. It's like, no, they're not. That'd be ridiculous. No, trust me. Money will be in your account by the end of the day. Ching. Like, not even joking. Just a catastrophic ideological failure at every level, right? That's what all of this is. Oh, why don't we just tax loads of people, send it all around the world, and we'll save the planet? And they're just like us, so everything will be fine. They're not going to be corrupt or anything. And we'll have saved the planet, bro. People will pat us on the back and say, thank God the UK government saved the world through extorting taxpayers and sending that money to Somalia. And it's not just Somalia, obviously. What about Nepal? Another famously uncorrupt country. Just 22 million. Why not 25 million? Why not 50 million? Like, green growth in Nepal. Green growth in Nepal? What are you talking about? Nepal is a jungle country full of tiny villages. Like, what? Have you guys ever seen a map? Have you ever seen a picture of Nepal? It's covered in jungles. Just... But again, I'm sure every penny will be used exactly as it's supposed to. How about £151,000 for a LinkedIn subscription? What are we doing? Why? I've got nothing to say. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Right. The UK taxpayer spent £264,000 countering disinformation in Ethiopia. God damn! The Ethiopians probably believe a lot of nonsense. That's fine. Not my problem. I don't care if they believe nonsense. I don't want to spend £250,000 countering disinformation. How do I get some of this money? Where do I apply? You know what I'll do? I will fact check Donald Trump. Give me £1 million a year and I'll set up the fact checking Donald Trump account on Twitter or whatever it is, a website, whatever they want. And I will employ people to just fact check. When Trump says this, I'll be like, okay, was it true or not? And they'll be like, yeah, basically it was true. It's the pro fact checking Donald Trump account, providing context to things Trump has said. What? I don't know. Give me a couple of million for it. Just throw it my way, UK government. Like, I can't have a reasonable flow of consciousness on this, right? Because if I do, I'll just start swearing. I'll just 8.5 million contract for Indonesia's renewable energy program. And they think they're saving the world. They think they're saving the world. I'm sure that there isn't a single corrupt Indonesian official who's just like, brilliant. We will literally get the cheapest, crappiest solar panels from China at half the cost, and the rest of it goes straight to us. Like, I'm punching my leg. I'm so genuinely angry. Right? £100,000 contract for the conference on the prevention of gender-based disinformation in Kenya. 100 grand to pay for a conference. Just we need to be getting on this gravy train. The prevention of gender-based disinformation in Kenya. £10 million contract for enhancing gender and human development outcomes through system strengthening in Nepal. Why? Why is this our business? Honestly, bringing woke liberalism to the entire world. We're going to save everyone, bro. It's completely impoverishing us, by the way. Everything's falling apart here. Worse than most third world countries, I swear to God. $5 million for asylum interview booths and all the required technology to allow virtual interviews. How about this, right? We just set up an AI that just says no, right? Just no. All go home. Because we haven't got any goddamn money left. Because the government spent it all. 73 million for interpretation and translation services for the NHS. Just honestly, I'm just angry. I'm like, because a lot of people are, I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. No. I'm really angry. I'm way past disappointed. Like, disappointed was about 5 years ago, right? Now I'm furious, absolutely livid. 12 million on a task force to access climate finance Mauritius. This is in addition to the proposed payment to the Chagos Islands. I can't say anything or else I'll be in trouble. We literally have laws preventing me from expressing myself clearly on this. 857,000 contract for online equity, diversity and inclusion training in the construction industry. 1.15 million for language analysis services to identify an individual's country of origin. 1.4 billion for the refurbishment of the Nairobi High Commission. Replacement of HVAC lighting, fire. How much does it cost to build the building from scratch? Surely it wouldn't cost more than like 30 or 40 million to build the thing out of the ground, out of nothing. And yet somehow 1.4 billion. Who spends that on anything? God damn it. This is not good for my blood pressure, this. 25 million for a COVID-19 vaccinations helpline. Incredible. Just incredible. 2.96 billion for Trafford College Security Services. Possibly a typo, you'd assume. But even then, it's going to be 2 million for security services, which is still a huge amount. Can't be 2.9 billion. That would be ridiculous. It might be 2.9 billion. I just 16 million for staff travel service for transport to London to ensure the staff get to work when their travel is disputed. I don't think I can take it, man. I don't think I can keep looking at this. It's just 230,000 for Transport for London for the provision of equity and inclusion awareness training. So 230 grand just to wokeify people, just to train them to be woke. 200 million contract for consultancy for decarbonisation net zero strategies. 200 million. 200 million. That's more money than I'm ever going to earn in my entire life. And these goddamn woke net zero consultants are just lapping like. I mean, I could do this. I'd be like, okay, what do you honestly nuclear? It's just nuclear. Just build 10 nuclear power plants, abolish all other kinds of energy, basically, and then you have the greenest, safest, most productive form of energy, and that's your job done. That's literally your job done. Like, and you know what's interesting? Each of these nuclear power plants isn't that much more than the amount they've paid for that consultancy. 360,000 contract for show home interior design in Hackney. Just £20,000 for transport for London to move office. That's where it ends. Thank God, because honestly, I'm assuming this is a new account because I've only just seen this pop up. But my God, they're only started in December, so I'm sure it's going to get worse. Basically, go give them a follow. Like, if you want to radicalize yourself against the government, I'm going to go and just sit in a dark room on my own and just try to clear my mind of all thoughts, because this a lot of things piss me off, but not that much. But this really, really annoys me, and I just hate it.